Hello everyone and welcome to this short flip learning video focused on the strange case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr Hyde and the Gothic genre. Now the conventions of the Gothic genre are elements of or references to the supernatural. Now this may include ghosts, ghouls and vampires, and this is a reflection of the idea of the fear of the unknown because it reflects the feelings of uncertainty about the future. A second convention of the Gothic genre is intense emotions that are heightened by a foreboding atmosphere, because this too creates fear in the reader as it indicates a breakdown in the idea of rationality. Another factor is dealing with the concept of insanity and madness. Now, people with mental illnesses have historically been demonized by mainstream society. Madness is a tool then by which writers often employ to invoke fear of something readers typically do not understand. And there's also often an inherently evil character who typically has some kind of link to the supernatural. In our case, we're talking about the character of Mr. Hyde. Now, it's this same character that may also fulfill the archetype of the other. This is a character that doesn't fit into the norms of society. It's a character that is not bound by the morals dictated by society because they're able to act in any way that they like. And it is that unpredictability that creates terror in the reader, as well as linking to this idea and this theme of the fear of the unknown. Now remember, you can pause this video at any time to recap if you need to, and on your left hand side in the blue box there's some key terms to help you with your understanding. Now the Gothic is a key factor in Stevenson's The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr Hyde, and this comes about through the idea of secrecy. Secrets hold a lot of power within Gothic literature. In our text, Jekyll and Hyde, the connection between the two main characters adds a great sense of suspense to the story. There are mysterious settings, such as the door, Jekyll's laboratory and Hyde's apartment, that also fulfill this Gothic convention. There's a sense of pathetic fallacy that's employed in the fourth chapter, following the Sir Danvers Carew murder, and this creates a tense and suspicious atmosphere. There's visual symbolism of fog, and this serves to highlight the mysterious nature of the text as the truth being obscured through the first fog of the season. Now Stevenson cleverly doesn't choose a conventional isolated setting for his story. Instead, he sets the novella in London. Now this focus on the idea of the urban Gothic typically creates an intense atmosphere as the cityscape is used as a psychological focus of its narrative. So now it's over to you for your flip learning task. Remember, Stevenson's depiction of the respectable gentleman Dr. Jekyll as capable of the terrible behaviour that is exhibited by Mr. Hyde is evidence of his manipulation of social fears and Victorian anxiety, because it shatters the Victorian notion of class respectability that controls the lives of the respectable people within the population. As the text demonstrates, it's not only the impoverished working classes that live in the slum areas of the city that are capable of committing crimes. Criminals are also found within the educated, wealthy, and the seemingly respectable classes of society. Therefore, I'd like you to research the Gothic genre and to find examples in the text of how Stevenson uses the idea of duality to create Gothic atmosphere. You can choose to present your ideas and your findings in either the form of a presentation or a vision poster or any other method of your choice. However, you need to be ready to present on what the Gothic genre is, the conventions of the Gothic genre, at least 6 key quotations with analysis and an explanation of Stevenson's intended effect on the audience. Why did he use Gothic conventions in his text? Think about how he wants his audience to think or feel as a result. On the right hand side in the blue box are some chapters that you may want to focus on. Remember, you can pause this video at any point to recap if you need to. So thank you for watching this short video on the Gothic in Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. We look forward to seeing your final outcomes and your presentation when you're back in the classroom.